Our program will begin in 5 minutes. Welcome to the 118th Commencement and Investiture Ceremonies of the Far Eastern University, Dr. Nicanorias Medical Foundation.
The processional will now begin. The officers of the administration, Dean of the School of Physical Therapy, Dr. Editha C. Dizon, Dean of the School of Nursing, Dr. Tita Yap Cruz, Dean of the School of Respiratory Therapy, Dr. Pio T. Esguera, Dean of the School of Pharmacy, Dr. Rosalinda C. Solevilla, Dean of the School of Nutrition and Dietetics, Dr. Marites V. Singh. Dean of the School of Radiologic Technology, Dr. Marcelino E. Mendoza. Vice Dean of the School of Medicine, Dr. Abigail Elsie D.G. Castro. Dean of the School of Medicine, Dr. Ray H. De Los Reyes. The Chief of Clinics of FEU-NRMF Medical Center, Dr. Rene P.S.A. Mendoza. The Chief Medical Officer of FEU-NRMF Medical Center, Dr. Nolan E. Petro. The Dean of the School of Medical Laboratory Science and the Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Magdalena F. Natividad. The Chief Operating Officer, Mr. Juan Enrique J. Reyes. The President of FEU-NRMF, Attorney Antonio H. Abad Jr. And the Chairman and Chief Executive Officer, Ambassador Nicanor C. Reyes III.
The ceremony is about to begin.
Let us begin by putting ourselves in the spirit of patriotism with the Philippine National Anthem, followed by the doxology.
Heavenly Father, we give praise and adoration to you as we celebrate the commencement of our academic journey in the health profession. Thank you for choosing us and leading us toward this calling. We humbly ask your forgiveness for the things we did wrong and the things left undone. By your strength and wisdom, enable us to be stewards of the health of your most precious creation. May we intelligently choose the most appropriate diagnostic examination and the gentlest therapy and the most effective treatment option to restore and bring back to health the lives entrusted to us. Let our hands be your healing hands, our minds full of your wisdom, our words carry your message of hope, comfort, and strength as we continue to serve you through this healing ministry. Renew our strength in times of weary, so that we may always tread in your footsteps. As we do your blessed work, we lift everything up to you, for it is because of you, through you, and ultimately for you that we dedicate our lives for others. This we pray. Amen.
Let's hear a message from the President of FEU-NRMF, Attorney Antonio H. Abad Jr.
Congratulations, graduates! College graduation is one grand achievement. This is an exciting time. It marks both an ending and a beginning. This ceremony is designed to mark the end of one phase of your life and the beginning of the next. Today is a very special day for all of us, but it is also the day we have to face the difficulty of a stressful celebration infected by COVID-19. I'm sorry that we must have this commencement ceremony on a very scaled-down version to avoid infection of the pandemic. Nonetheless, all of you have worked hard to achieve your goals, and now you're on your way to seek new vistas. Embark and embrace your life with passion and keep reaching for what you want to become in the whole life ahead of you. Never stop trying. Never stop learning. Live your life to the fullest and give it your best. I don't really need to talk about jobs or the host of practicalities that you will attend to over the course of the next months and years. Your education in this institution has given you the tools in order to succeed, problem-solving and leadership skills. The university has given you terrific lessons to help you with this juncture. So, what do I wish for you? I want you to live passionate lives, and I want you to live and speak with integrity. These values are very dear to us. Before ending, I would like to thank the deans and the faculty for their hard work and dedication. I congratulate each of you as we welcome your future endeavors in support of FEU-NRMF. In the same manner, I extend my vast and grand gratefulness to the parents for their endless and everlasting support to enable their children to acquire their diploma. My hail, praise, and salute to all of you. To the graduates, congratulations again, and good luck to all of you. Thank you. Mabuhay at maraming salamat sa inyong lahat.
Thank you, Mr. President. At this point, we would like to call on our Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Magdalena F. Natividad, to introduce the commencement speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker for this year. Our speaker is not new to us. He has been teaching at FEU-NRMF School of Medicine for the past 35 years. Dr. Fernando G. Ayuyaw obtained his Doctor of Medicine degree at the FEU-NRMF in 1977. He underwent a residency training in internal medicine in this same institution and specialized in pulmonary medicine as well as in pulmonary and critical care medicine at the Philippine Heart Center. He is certified by the Philippine College of Physicians, of which he became the president in 2007 to 2008, and the Philippine College of Chest Physicians, of which he has served as president in 1999 to 2000. He was a recipient of scholarships, namely the Bollinger Ingelheim Fellowship and the Rotary International Group Study Exchange Scholarship. He was head of the pulmonary units of various institutions, including the FEU-NRMF Medical Center, the Philippine Heart Center, Quirino Memorial Medical Center, and the Philippine International Hospital. He also became the chairman of the Department of Medicine of the FEU-NRMF Medical Center in 2001. And currently, he serves as an advisor of PCCP, an honorary fellow of the American College of Chest Physicians, and a member of the COPD Foundation of the Philippines. Dr. Ayuyao is also presently affiliated with the following institutions in various capacities: FEU-NRMF Medical Center, Philippine Heart Center, Lung Center of the Philippines, the National Kidney and Transplant Institute. Showcasing his exemplary professional achievement in medicine, he received various awards and recognitions, including PCP Exemplar Award of Excellence in Clinical Practice, Most Outstanding Fellow of the PCCP, Most Outstanding Faculty of the School of Medicine, FEU-NRMF, Most Outstanding Alumnus of the Far Eastern University, Most Outstanding Rotarian, among others. He has authored and published various scientific research papers, mostly in the field of pulmonary medicine. Not only was he a professional achiever, he was actively involved in various community services, especially those provided by the Philippine Foundation for Lung Health, Research, and Development. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2021 FEU-NRMF Commencement Speaker, Dr. Fernando G. Ayuyao.
Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Nicanor Reyes C. III, President Attorney Antonio H. Abad Jr., Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Magdalena F. Natividad, Chief Operating Officer, Mr. Juan Enrique Reyes, Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Noran Pecho, Dean of the School of Medicine, Dr. Ray de los Reyes, the Vice Dean of the School of Medicine, Dr. Abigail L.C. Castro, Dean of School of Medical Technology, Dr. Magdalena F. Natividad, Dean of School of Physical Therapy, Dr. Edita Dizon, Dean of School of Nursing, Dr. Tita Yap Cruz, Dean of the School of Respiratory Therapy, Dr. P.S. Guerra, Dean of the School of Radiologic Technology, Dr. Marcelino Mendoza, Dean of the School of Pharmacy, Dr. Rosalinda Solevilla, Dean of the School of Nutrition and Dietetics, Dr. Marites Singh, the Chief of Clinics, Rene P.S.A. Mendoza, other members of the faculty, members and employees of FEU-NRMF, proud parents, most especially to graduates, good morning. I am deeply honored to be with you and be the speaker for this commencement exercise of the Far Eastern University Dr. Nicanor Reyes Memorial Medical Foundation, your alma mater as well as mine. On this Red Letter Day, I have decided to talk about service, a concept or ideal that has been repeatedly expounded in your respective classes, and an ideal that cannot be overemphasized. Albert Einstein once said, and I quote, "Only a life lived in the service of others is worth living." To serve others is the essence of life. It is the very purpose of life. However, it is not always easy to find appropriate service opportunities. We are lucky enough that our profession make it easier to be of service to others. Medical and healthcare professions are by its very nature geared towards service. What is service, therefore? Service is an act of helpful activity. It is a work done by one person or a group that benefits another. It is also an act of caring or assistance to another. In the medical field, we need to render not only service, but quality service at that. We have to be on the alert for ways to serve our patients to the best that we can. We have to treat every task and every encounter with our patient the most important at that particular moment. What are the earmarks of quality medical healthcare service? One of them is excellence. An excellent performance. Excellence is a moral virtue that impels one to strive towards what is positive, valuable, and praiseworthy. The pursuit of excellence is a lifelong goal. Your graduation today is not the end, but the start of your quest for new knowledge, development of new skills, acquisition of sound values and attitude, which I hope becomes wisdom in the future. Keep on learning so that you can provide the best medical and health care that your patient truly deserve. Remember, excellence is being good at a good thing. It means you have to focus your effort on things that leads to the benefit of much or many. Daily, you have to apply continual effort and look for progress. Commit to learn and to grow for the rest of your professional life. Get familiarized with those advancements in medicine. And these are essentials in preventing quality care. Quality medical care also requires compassion. Compassion is the concern for the well-being of others. Sympathy, pity, and concern for the suffering of others. It is also a motivation to go out of our own way to help the physical, the mental, and emotional pain of others. It is figuratively identified as a heart that trembles in the face of our suffering patients. Our patients are suffering, and the intensity of their suffering and pain varies tremendously. Their pain is embedded in the fabric of their sickness, the aging process, the other comorbidities, as well as their psychological and emotional afflictions that may debilitate their mind. We know that we cannot ease all the pains, nor cure it. But if we serve with compassion, all suffering is made more tolerable and approachable. The motto in medicine, as we always say, to cure at times, to alleviate oftentimes, but to comfort most of the time. Compassion is a perplexing response to pain, sorrow, and anguish. It may include kindness on our part, empathy, generosity, and acceptance. It helps a great deal in the healing process and alleviating the suffering of our patients. It is the capacity to open the reality of suffering and to aspire to its healing. A reassuring words will comfort and make our patient. A gentle touch, which has been proven many times, that improves the mental health of our patients. Just a sincere smile can also alleviate their misery and pains. We have to listen. We have to have a listening ears. These are just simple signs of compassion that can help in the management of our suffering patients. Joy is another significant ingredient of quality service. It is an emotion evoked by well-being, success, and good fortune. At times also a prospect of one's good desire. It is a pleasurable feeling emanates from the thought that you have done something good for others and that you work for the benefit of them. Joy is the reason why great and many wonderful things are accomplished and achieved. If you look at the life of great people, inventors, you can see that they have failed a lot in their quests for their invention, discoveries, and now with new technologies. But because they do it with a joyful heart, they were able to accomplish many things and achieve many things that we enjoy these days. A joyful heart provides true service because it enables one to serve without expecting or desiring any reward for the act of service that we do. Medical and healthcare is a physically demanding and mentally draining. But if one serves with joy, that heavy burden is being lightened or lessened. Joy comes from this deep insight into the real nature of human life. Joy comes from witnessing a true act of selfless sacrifice, just like in this pandemic, where many of our colleagues suffered the disease itself. Some died of it. Many of them did have it, and they came back to help and serve their patient. You can also witness it in the joy that you see during childbirth among the parents when a child is born. As a pulmonologist, you can see when we are able to help our patient almost dying, being intubated and hooked to mechanical ventilator, suddenly opening their eyes and then recover completely. Or a cardiologist doing cardiopulmonary resuscitation, recovering completely from their very serious problem. So because of that, we have to really find joy in what we're doing. As you can see from this slide, you will become heroes because your profession as healthcare workers demand you to do so. As graduates, when you work which is you work as a medical team. There should be a head, probably the doctor, and the subspecialties that will distribute all that is necessary for the care of the patient. What is the use of the head without the nurses who would try to give the medication, to assist in the delivery of IV medication, fluids, to contact all the other subspecialists, to contact all the other members of the teams, for example, the medical technologists, to be able to extract blood and do sampling, to be able to collect tissues for analysis, to help the doctor in the diagnosis of the patient, to be able to call up the respiratory therapists to give the patient adequate oxygen, to put the patient on mechanical ventilation or non-invasive mechanical ventilation so that the patient can breathe properly and improve oxygenation and most probably may recover from the very serious disease, to call up the physical therapists to be able to recover a patient with cerebrovascular accident or neuromuscular disease, to bring back the function of the muscles and the bones, to be able to ambulate as much as possible, to ask for the occupational therapist and the speech therapist for the patient to speak properly and improve their phonation, to call up the radiologic technologies to help us analyze the deeper parts of the body, doing X-ray, doing MRI, CT scans, so that we will be helped in the diagnosis, to be helped where all the lesions are coming from. That can mitigate and help the doctors in the management of the patient. Of course, we need nutritionists and dietitians. If we have a patient who is malnourished or we're not giving the right medication, we might, instead of helping the patient, make the patient malnourished. And we know that malnourished patients help prolong the morbidity and increase the mortality of our patients. So all in all, we should work like an orchestra. We should not do everything by ourselves. What is the use of an orchestra if only all violins are being used, or only guitars are being used, or only the piano or organs are being used, or only we have to work hand in hand. We might have different importance in the music, but at times we become the principal. It's the same with medicine. We have to work together, hand in hand, to be able to improve many of our suffering patients, and we will be able to let them go home well and good. With that, our purpose in life is accomplished when we are able to cure patients. More so, many of us will be able to have to tell ourselves, mission accomplished. So in closing, I would like to reiterate that as a medical and healthcare professionals, service should be the inherent nature of our being. You pursued your particular duty to freely serve excellently with compassion and with joy. You like to serve for the good and benefit of others. You are supposed to be unmindful of the reward, especially financial gains. Repeat, especially financial gains in exchange of your service. It is, however, saddening that a few of us in our field base their whole lives on the principle of self-satisfaction derived from mundane pleasures. They serve no one but themselves. They devote all their mental and physical energies to the pursuit and creation of pleasures such as fame and fortune. As such, they deal with patients based solely on how they will earn and how they will become famous. They become robot and their management and their patients becomes commodities. Remember, pleasure derived from this never lasts, and what is more, will vanish with repetition, and eventually their lives become joyless. To end, I quote Gautama Buddha: a generous heart, a kind speech, and a life of service and a compassion are the things which renew humanity. And these graduates, I hope, will have this generous heart, kind speech, and a life of service and compassion that will help renew humanity. Again, good morning and thank you.
Our sincerest gratitude to Dr. Ayuyao for imparting words of wisdom to our graduates.
Mr. President, Attorney Antonio H. Abad Jr., on behalf of the graduating class, may I petition you to confer upon us the degree of Bachelor of Science in Medical Laboratory Science. We will consider it an honor and privilege to be graduates of Far Eastern University Dr. Nicanor Reyes Medical Foundation, School of Medical Laboratory Science.
Mr. President, Attorney Antonio H. Abad Jr., on behalf of the graduating class, may I petition you to confer upon us the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing. We will consider it an honor and privilege to be graduates of Far Eastern University Dr. Nicanor Reyes Medical Foundation, School of Nursing.
Mr. President, Attorney Antonio H. Abad Jr., on behalf of the graduating class, may I petition you to confer upon us the degree of Bachelor of Science in Respiratory Therapy. We will consider it an honor and privilege to be graduates of Far Eastern University Dr. Nicanor Reyes Medical Foundation, School of Respiratory Therapy.
Mr. President, Attorney Antonio H. Abad Jr., on behalf of the graduating class, may I petition you to confer upon us the degree of Bachelor of Science in Pharmacy. We will consider it an honor and privilege to be graduates of Far Eastern University Dr. Nicanor Reyes Medical Foundation, School of Pharmacy.
Mr. President, Attorney Antonio H. Abad Jr., on behalf of the graduating class, may I petition you to confer upon us the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nutrition and Dietetics. We will consider it an honor and privilege to be graduates of Far Eastern University Dr. Nicanor Reyes Medical Foundation, School of Nutrition and Dietetics.
Mr. President, Attorney Antonio H. Abad Jr., on behalf of the graduating class, may I petition you to confer upon us the degree of Bachelor of Science in Radiologic Technology. We will consider it an honor and privilege to be graduates of Far Eastern University Dr. Nicanor Reyes Medical Foundation, School of Radiologic Technology.
Mr. President, Attorney Antonio H. Abad Jr., on behalf of the graduating class, may I petition you to confer upon us the degree of Doctor of Medicine. We will consider it an honor and privilege to be graduates of Far Eastern University Dr. Nicanor Reyes Medical Foundation, School of Medicine.
President Attorney Antonio Abad Jr., upon the recommendation of the Dean and Faculty of the Far Eastern University Dr. Nicanor Reyes Medical Foundation, School of Medical Laboratory Science, I have the honor to present to you 19 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Medical Laboratory Science. These candidates, on the basis of records submitted, have satisfactorily completed all requirements prescribed by the Medical Foundation and the Commission on Higher Education.
President, Attorney Antonio H. Abad Jr., upon the recommendations of the Dean and Faculty of Far Eastern University, Dr. Nicanor Reyes Medical Foundation, School of Nursing, I have the honor to present to you the 11 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing. These candidates, on the basis of records submitted, have satisfactorily completed all the requirements prescribed by the Medical Foundation and the Commission on Higher Education.
President Attorney Antonio H. Abad Jr., upon the recommendation of the Dean and the Faculty of the Far Eastern University, Dr. Nicanor Reyes Medical Foundation, School of Respiratory Therapy, I have the honor to present to you 7 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Respiratory Therapy. These candidates, on the basis of records submitted, have satisfactorily completed all the requirements prescribed by the Medical Foundation and the Commission on Higher Education.
President Attorney Antonio Abad Jr., upon the recommendation of the Dean and Faculty of the Far Eastern University, Nicanor Reyes Medical Foundation, School of Pharmacy, I have the honor to present to you the 18 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Pharmacy. These candidates, on the basis of records submitted, have satisfactorily completed all the requirements prescribed by the Medical Foundation and the Commission on Higher Education. President Attorney Antonio Abad Jr., upon the recommendation of the Dean and Faculty of the Far Eastern University, Nicanor Reyes Medical Foundation, School of Nutrition and Dietetics, I have the honor to present to you the 7 candidates of the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nutrition and Dietetics. These candidates, on the basis of records submitted, have satisfactorily completed all the requirements prescribed by the Medical Foundation and the Commission of Higher Education.
President Attorney Antonio Abad Jr., upon the recommendation of the Dean and Faculty of the Far Eastern University, Dr. Nicanor Reyes Medical Foundation, School of Radiologic Technology, I have the honor to present to you 12 candidates for the degree of Radiologic Technology. These candidates, on the basis of record submitted, have satisfactorily completed all the requirements prescribed by the Medical Foundation and the Commission on Higher Education.
President Attorney Antonio H. Abad Jr., upon the recommendation of the Dean and Faculty of the Far Eastern University, Dr. Nicanor Reyes Medical Foundation, School of Medicine, I have the honor to present to you 360 candidates for the degree of Doctor of Medicine. These candidates, on the basis of records submitted, have satisfactorily completed all the requirements prescribed by the Medical Foundation and the Commission on Higher Education.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the hood and the colors symbolic for the degree of Bachelor of Medical Laboratory Science, for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing, for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Respiratory Therapy, for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Pharmacy, for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nutrition and Dietetics, for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Radiologic Technology, and for the degree of Doctor of Medicine, together with all the rights and privileges, as well as the obligations thereunto appertaining. May you always wear them with the dignity and the compassion that your profession and your alma mater can be proud of. Congratulations.
Presenting the graduates of FEU-NRMF Class of 2021.
Dr. Join Fatima D. Abaw, cum laude.
Dr. Emily Grace G. Abasta.
Dr. Clarice Joy B. Abugaw.
Dr. Waldena H. Abdurrahim.
Dr. Carl Vincent R. Abellera.
Dr. Sharon Main I. Abrujena.
Dr. Pamela Patricia E. Aklan.
Dr. John Cel C. Adriano.
Dr. Hazel Ann W. Agabaw.
Dr. Veronica E. Aguilar.
Dr. Hazel Ann C. Aguinaldo.
Dr. Rafael James F. Agustin.
Dr. Shaheen O. Ahmad.
Dr. Andy Paulo Lorenzo C. Alcana.
Dr. Ann Nolet L. Alcantara.
Dr. Ria Dayan R. Alcantara.
Dr. Michelle C. Aldana.
Dr. Jasper Nicole S. Aldea.
Dr. Franklin A. Alipio Jr., cum laude.
Dr. Marian Pauline G. Alisanco.
Dr. Tara Katrina Alana Y. Almaiz.
Dr. Daryl Trisa O. Almario.
Dr. Sharice Erica F. Alonso.
Dr. Ana Angeli D. Alvaro.
Dr. Rachel Louise S. Amarillo.
Dr. David Joseph D. Amorin.
Dr. Kyle Daniel A. Andal.
Dr. Trisha Nadine D. Andaya.
Dr. Shamil Marie Y. N.
Dr. Ulysses S. Ang.
Dr. Rafael Von P. Ang.
Dr. Aliana C. Antonio.
Dr. Katrina Camille C. Aquino, cum laude.
Dr. Maxine Ariel L. Aquino.
Dr. Arabella C. Arceo.
Dr. Micaela Christine I. Arcos.
Dr. Maria Caterina L. Arellano.
Dr. Napoleon S. Arnaiz Jr.
Dr. David Christian J. Arroyo.
Dr. Gabriel Anthony M. Artiza.
Dr. Lisel Patria P. Asi.
Dr. Joy H. Avon.
Dr. Mel Faustine S. Baisa.
Dr. Krisha Carmel M. Bahio.
Dr. Ben Gerson C. Balandra.
Dr. Ursulo A. Baldonado II.
Dr. Lovine Joy N. Balita.
Dr. Gil Mulfred L. Baltazar.
Dr. Lorenzo Miguel B. Baltasar,
Dr. Faye Ann Dorothy A. Barnachea,
Dr. Denise Chloe A. Bartolome,
Dr. Felix Edwin L. Basilio III,
Dr. Katrina M. Basok,
Dr. Daryl Marian B. Batak,
Dr. Shane Maureen Y. Batak,
Dr. Kayla Gwyneth S. Bautista,
Dr. Ray Erica A. Beltran,
Dr. Keith Jeron C. Bernabe,
Dr. Colleen Feliza V. Bernardino,
Dr. Justine Romel Bernardo,
Dr. Tricia May V. Bulotaulo, cum laude,
Dr. Nathalia A. Bonyog,
Dr. Bea Pamela M. Borromeo,
Dr. Francisco Winey B. Butay Jr.,
Dr. Jazwin M. Butuyan,
Dr. Carmina P. Cabiliza,
Dr. Marie-Louise A. Cabrera,
Dr. Anthea Sara R. Cagutla,
Dr. Kenny Dale R. Kai,
Dr. Arian R. Calabia,
Dr. George Michael V. Kalangan, cum laude,
Dr. Marie Chris C. Kalumay,
Dr. Luis Gabriel S. Campos,
Dr. Jasmine Lorraine H. Canlas,
Dr. Marjorie P. Kapukaw,
Dr. Macy Alexander C. Capule,
Dr. Mary Grace P. Cardenas,
Dr. Thraisa Johanna B. Cardenas,
Dr. Sharina A. Cardinoza,
Dr. Jose Marie N. Cartagenas,
Dr. Edwin Z. Castillo Jr.,
Dr. Almira Joy T. Castro,
Dr. Catherine Hill T. Kayabyab,
Dr. Karen Miles T. Caiton,
Dr. Julian Nicole C. Cham,
Dr. Chika G. Chen,
Dr. Adonis Aristeus B. Choco,
Dr. Ho Yen Jonathan Chu,
Dr. Joe Alvin H. Chua,
Dr. Allison Jasper I. Ko,
Dr. Rachel C. Consay,
Dr. Arvin N. Constantino,
Dr. Amar Victor Ernest S. Corpus,
Dr. Caroline Joanne B. Corpus,
Dr. Clara Lay M. Corpus,
Dr. Danica M. Corpus,
Dr. Jeremy Ann C. Cruz,
Dr. Maria Katrina P. Cruz,
Dr. Shermaine S. Cruz,
Dr. Christian Joseph B. Cruzado, magna cum laude, Dr. Ricardo L. Alfonso Award for the Most Outstanding Intern,
Dr. Andrea Bernadette U. Cua,
Dr. Erica Lu C. Corata,
Dr. Aaron Paul B. Dagdagan,
Dr. Noriel D. Dagsaan, cum laude,
Dr. Maria Carla Michelle G. Danzel,
Dr. Jose Marlo B. De Castro,
Dr. Celinel Joy P. De Castro,
Dr. Alisa D. De Guzman,
Dr. Joshua Rafael G. De Guzman, cum laude,
Dr. Crizel D. De Guzman, cum laude,
Dr. Alvin Kevin Matthew V. De Vera,
Dr. Kayla Crisela M. De Vera,
Dr. Adriel Mark R. Del Castillo,
Dr. Eric Miguel G. Del Fuerte,
Dr. Janine Tiffin S. Del Pilar,
Dr. Maria Elisa Patricia D. Del Rosario,
Dr. JC G. De la Chica, cum laude,
Dr. Blair Ann D. De La Rosa,
Dr. Kemuel Azriel D. Diaz,
Dr. Maria Clarice M. Dioso,
Dr. Angela U. Domingo,
Dr. Mark Jesus C. Domingo,
Dr. Maria Carla Josephine C. Duarte,
Dr. Clariza May G. Ebanez,
Dr. Nicole Samantha B. Echano,
Dr. Caitlin Ann R. Elefante,
Dr. Kimberly C. Elfante,
Dr. Sabrina Faith D. Elvira,
Dr. Neil Gabriel M. Etzina,
Dr. Flerida Rose B. Encho,
Dr. Maria Sheena L. Eslabra,
Dr. Mika Luis G. Espirito, cum laude,
Dr. Katrina Angela D. Esquivel,
Dr. Cornel Joseph M. Estacio,
Dr. Lara Alexandra D. Estraniero, magna cum laude,
Dr. Marix John V. Evangelista,
Dr. Mark Donnell S. Fabros,
Dr. Francen Carmine A. Faculin,
Dr. Charmaine G. Fajardo,
Dr. Julian Joseph T. Felon,
Dr. Rinalyn U. Ferraren,
Dr. Gabriel Luis T. Fernandez,
Dr. Ira C. Ferranculio,
Dr. Iris Joyce M. Florentino,
Dr. Rainer Irvin M. Flores,
Dr. Maria Ana Martina U. Fontanilla,
Dr. Llewellyn Melba M. Framil Cruz,
Dr. Raymond D. Francisco,
Dr. Jansen E. Fulgado,
Dr. Lance Frederick J. Gabor,
Dr. Froilan S. Gabriel,
Dr. Princess Sharvana S. Gakayan,
Dr. Gia Paula M. Galang,
Dr. Paul Vincent D. Galibo,
Dr. William George M. Gallardo,
Dr. Gia Mara A. Galura,
Dr. J. Ephraim M. Galus,
Dr. Leonita Elizabeth M. Gamboa,
Dr. Nicole Fain P. Ganyak,
Dr. Christian Philip C. Garcia,
Dr. Mikey May V. Garcia,
Dr. Maiden M. Garducha,
Dr. Ayla Marie S. Gatlabayan,
Dr. Chris Shara G. Hener, magna cum laude, Dr. Lauro H. Panganiban Leadership Award,
Dr. Rolia R. Getalado,
Dr. Jesus Emmanuel A. Hines,
Dr. Ella Marie G. Pironelia,
Dr. Sara Patrice S. Go,
Dr. Denver P. Gomez,
Dr. Gerard Reno Maria S. Gomez,
Dr. Ana Florina R. Gorospe,
Dr. Maria Clarmina R. Grande,
Dr. Corinne Joyce C. Guevara,
Dr. Rod Andrew B. Gumatay,
Dr. Cyril James D. Gutierrez,
Dr. Joe Nilson B. Guzman,
Dr. Kiana Marie P. Guzman,
Dr. Maria Abigail F. Guzon,
Dr. Sharina C. Hernandez,
Dr. Meg Nicole L. Hernandez,
Dr. Hans Kaiser Y. Herrera, cum laude,
Dr. Ina Pauline S. Herrera,
Dr. Gisela E. Hinahon,
Dr. James Austin M. Humarang,
Dr. Marian Judiel U. Inal,
Dr. Angelica Jasmine R. Inosanto, cum laude,
Dr. Minjel Ramaan G. Intud,
Dr. Yui M. Javier,
Dr. Cristina Cassandra R. Huco,
Dr. Monira Y. Julkipli,
Dr. Mariel C. Co,
Dr. Athena Luis Ildefonsa Labro,
Dr. Mariel D. Laksamana,
Dr. Nelson G. Laksamana Jr.,
Dr. Angelo Moses C. Lau,
Dr. Renaud Jan O. Lapitan,
Dr. Blesilda G. Lapay,
Dr. John Carlo B. Lara,
Dr. Windeline B. Latiza,
Dr. Christina Anika F. Lee,
Dr. Apple C. Legaspi, cum laude,
Dr. Justine May V. Leonares,
Dr. Nika C. Liberato,
Dr. Sofia D. Libunaw,
Dr. Louise Monica Faye A. Lim,
Dr. Christian Allen I. Liorin,
Dr. Catherine M. Lopez,
Dr. Roxanne Laura D. Lopez, cum laude,
Dr. Frances Shane P. Lozano,
Dr. Princess Amor G. Lozano,
Dr. Christine Carissa S. Lucrecio,
Dr. Mickey V. Macadaeg,
Dr. Amalia Ann Corazon G. Macarandan,
Dr. Maria Aurora A. Macauba,
Dr. Cristel Jane D. Magcalas,
Dr. Bianca Camille D. Maglanque,
Dr. Jose Emmanuel G. Magturo,
Dr. Michelle May P. Malvar,
Dr. Justin Richelle D. Manangan,
Dr. Nika Angelica M. Mangahas,
Dr. Camille L. Manggubat,
Dr. Angela Camille M. Mantes,
Dr. Asher Kathy R. Manuel,
Dr. Carol Genesis R. Mariano,
Dr. Christine Ann P. Martin,
Dr. Angelica May D. Mateo,
Dr. Trixie Marie M. Maturan,
Dr. Kendrick Aldrich James W. Maturino,
Dr. Genevieve Lynette C. Mayland,
Dr. Maria Rosalina F. Melendres,
Dr. Lance Benedict E. Mendiola,
Dr. Jemima Dion C. Mendoza,
Dr. Kimberly Grace L. Mendoza,
Dr. Katrina Isabel G. Miguel,
Dr. Jamin Aika M. Mingua,
Dr. Mikhail A. Mogato,
Dr. Miguel P. Monsalud,
Dr. Kyle James P. Monteclaro,
Dr. Abundio Franz U. Montesa IV, cum laude,
Dr. Monica Stephanie N. Moreno, cum laude,
Dr. Nermel Ace M. Murcia,
Dr. Jam Viel Marian R. Napeñas,
Dr. Zaira Diana F. Nartates,
Dr. Christine Jean C. Navarro,
Dr. Megan B. Ngayawan,
Dr. Ryan Jasper Y. Ngo,
Dr. Hatsumi C. Noda,
Dr. Catherine Diane P. Nuevas,
Dr. Rosendo C. Nulud,
Dr. Risha Faye R. Oberio,
Dr. John Louis F. Olidan,
Dr. Maria Lorraine M. Olivas,
Dr. Aliana Patricia V. Orito,
Dr. Alex Ortiz,
Dr. Maria Camille S. Pabion,
Dr. Jesus Roberto V. Pacheco,
Dr. Aldrin Jake F. Padua,
Dr. Geneva Blaise C. Palekpek,
Dr. Isle M. Paler,
Dr. Albert Cesar Q. Palor,
Dr. Jacqueline D. Pangan,
Dr. Carl Paulo R. Pangandian,
Dr. Daniel Mar M. Pangilinan,
Dr. Jerisa Beatriz M. Papica,
Dr. Mon Kyle C. Pascual,
Dr. Rahimyar Khan T. Pata,
Dr. Cheyenne Alexei S. Paz,
Dr. Patricia Marie E. Perez,
Dr. Adrian Joseph F. Piasan,
Dr. Maria Angela Veronica R. Pingul,
Dr. Angel Ken D. Prado,
Dr. Samantha P. Pucan,
Dr. Regine Lloyd N. Kilala,
Dr. Eliza Q. Kiskis,
Dr. Laila R. Kitalig,
Dr. Christian Edric R. Racadio,
Dr. Ira S. Racela,
Dr. Grenet S. Radones,
Dr. Jomariz A. Ramirez,
Dr. Alison Mariela J. Ramos,
Dr. Jamaica F. Ramos,
Dr. John Paulo D. Ramos,
Dr. Ana Dominic A. Reyes,
Dr. Christian Arvin M. Reyes,
Dr. Jose Leandro L. Reyes,
Dr. Michelle Nyatli T. Reyes,
Dr. Vincent Daniel M. Reyes,
Dr. Michelle Kate B. Rivera,
Dr. Roy F. Rodiel Jr.,
Dr. John S. Rodolfo IV,
Dr. Jasper B. Roldan,
Dr. Elisha Jane V. Rosales, cum laude,
Dr. Jessamine F. Rubio,
Dr. Lance Douglas B. Sabando,
Dr. Timothy Josh J. Salcedo,
Dr. Michelle S. Sales,
Dr. Jenny Margaret G. Sambahon,
Dr. Lay Magayon A. Sambo,
Dr. Rafaela Angela L. San Andres,
Dr. John Carlo K. Sanchez.
Dr. Shenzi Ann D. Sanki.
Dr. Alrica G. Santos, cum laude.
Dr. Bea V. Santos.
Dr. Chelsea Marie I. Santos.
Dr. Joshua Emmanuel V. Santos.
Dr. Marvin V. Santos.
Dr. Sheila May E. Santos.
Dr. Kennedy J. Sarmiento.
Dr. Yeltsin Fox T. Cebuala, cum laude.
Dr. Althea Loris D. Sengson.
Dr. Menaika Kelly C. Sim.
Dr. Alexa Ray L. Solano.
Dr. K. Soriano.
Dr. Ernest Leo M. Santa Ana.
Dr. Justin Georgia M. Santa Ines.
Dr. Gerard James B. Suganog.
Dr. J.V. T. Sumera.
Dr. Angel Alfred D. Takban.
Dr. Chini May A. Tadeo.
Dr. Trisha G. Tambago.
Dr. Simplin Alia May D. Tambongko.
Dr. Ruslan R. Tan.
Dr. Stephanie May F. Tan.
Dr. Wanya Sean T. Tan.
Dr. Sherwin Chester R. Tape.
Dr. Victoria Clarice A. Tarnate.
Dr. Isabella Cheska P. Tayag.
Dr. Carl Vincent D. Tesoro.
Dr. Angela Krista A. Idon.
Dr. Gabriel Alexis G. Tiglao.
Dr. Denise Angela H. Tikia.
Dr. Maria Angela T. Tira.
Dr. Vince Anthony M. Tirol.
Dr. Jess Marco C. Tolentino, cum laude.
Dr. Joseph C. Tolentino.
Dr. Luis Christine V. Tolentino.
Dr. Montero Azur M. Tolentino.
Dr. Genevieve Lormi D. Trazo.
Dr. Joanna Angelique C. Trinidad.
Dr. Maria Liza L. Choi.
Dr. Maria Cristina D. Tuanyo.
Dr. Joyce Editha Ann S. Togado.
Dr. Prince C. Torquesa, cum laude.
Dr. Maria Bernadette S. Tuy.
Dr. Ralph Alejandro M. Ugay.
Dr. Jobert D. Urbina.
Dr. Nicole G. Valenia.
Dr. Ariel Josiah C. Valencia.
Dr. Art Joseph L. Valencia.
Dr. John Emmanuel C. Valencia.
Dr. Lemuel D. Valerio.
Dr. Alroy Lee T. Valle.
Dr. R.V. Micah C. Velasco.
Dr. Zarita F. Velasquez.
Dr. Clara Francesca R. Venturina.
Dr. Darren H. Venturina.
Dr. Justin S. Villaflor.
Dr. Paul Ivan S. Wong.
Dr. Winnie Ray M. Sipagan.
Dr. Paul Vien M. Villedo.
Here are the graduates of the School of Medical Laboratory Science for the degree of Bachelor of Medical Laboratory Science. Patrick R. Alcantara. Aaron Vine A. Alanigi. Maria Angelica L. Ayap. Jessie Gail M. Bardelosa. Eliza Nicole L. Barreto. Angelica G. Batilante. Catherine Germaine S. Domingo. Ira Trisha G. D. Guaso. Nina Feliz Angela F. Legaspi. Miel Aren M. Magtoto. Angela D. Manubay. Francis Maxley M. Medestomas. Ernest Christian C. Mercado. Erin Clarice C. Rabang. Denise Allison S. Ramacho. Luis Matthew B. Reyna. Mark Arabson D. San Diego. Moira Nina Fe M. Tianco. And Maria Rain Athena P. Valdez. Here are the graduates of the School of Nursing for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Bianca Patrice F. Abistado. Chelsea Denise M. Bambico. Estefany Suzette T. Calzada. Carlos Joaquin V. Marquez. Robin Patrick M. Mecate. Paula Ephraim U. Nagtalon. Cum laude. Keokeditswe Felicia Firi. Maria Therese S. Ragasa. Yada Genesis S. Sikat. Lancelot Louis C. Tadeo. And Rika B. Warren. Here are the graduates of the School of Radiologic Technology for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Radiologic Technology. Anja T. Anshano. Ian Lloyd B. Arondaing. Antonio Miguel G. Barachina. Nicole P. Cabanlit. Ryle M. Catalunya. Antonio Rafael V. Consing III. Wendell S. Gingon. Rune Andrew G. Hibionada. John Cedric G. Ong. Rafael Joshua N. Reyes. Roland Joshua G. Rubian. And Masego Camogelo Shirley Thibedy.
Here are the graduates of the School of Pharmacy for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Pharmacy. Carmela May C. Calamasa, Riza Cyrene P. Castro, Brittany P. Chua, Charlemagne Nicole D. De Gracia, Shira May A. De Leon, Leah Francia B. Gorom, Marie Margaret B. Hemulgada, Roxanne D. Morata, cum laude, Daniel Lorenzo D. Panga, magna cum laude,
Dafani D. Raagas,
Charmaine M. Reginaldo, Marcel Ira G. Reyes, Ronald V. San Miguel Jr., Trixie Nicole Serioso, Pamela Ann S. Taclob, Eliza Marie A. Tumicad, Dara Luis I. Vail. Here are the graduates of the School of Nutrition and Dietetics for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nutrition and Dietetics. Regina Celine P. Abanyo, cum laude.
Maria Luisa A. Casteltort,
Marie Jamie Z. Cruz,
Flore Hannah F. Galeno,
Hans Christian L. Laksamana, Maria Eliza Joanna P. Lee, and Virginia Lane A. Tilla. Here are the graduates of the School of Respiratory Therapy for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Respiratory Therapy. Justine Joy A. Agnes, Kurt Noel P. Galliero,
John Paul D. Genovesa, Dominique Ann J. Napalang,
Cassandra June D. Ortega, James Michael D. Pasha, and John Joseph Villamin.
Dear Nanay at Tatay, Mommy at Daddy, Mama at Papa, hindi man tayo ngayon sabay at magkakasama na aakyat ng stage upang kunin ang diploma na simbolo ng tagumpay sa paggamit ng noon ay pangarap lamang. Nasama-sama nating binuo at pinagsikapan. Gusto po naming magpasalamat at bigyan kayo ng pagpupugay. Dahil simula pa lang, sa unang hakbang ng aming mga paa sa mundo, ay nandyan na kayo para umalalay at ibangon kami sa pagkakadapa upang magpatuloy sa paglalakad. Hindi namin makakamit ito kung hindi dahil sa inyong walang sawang pagsuporta. Kayo ang aming sandalan at pinagkukunan ng lakas sa mga panahong nawawalan na kami ng pag-asa. Ang inyong pagmamahal at gabay ang aming naging inspirasyon para magpatuloy. Kahit minsan ay parang nawawala na kami sa direksyon. Walang kape ang makakatumbas sa pagpawi ng aming antok sa tuwing kayo ang nagsasabi sa amin ng, "Anak, kaya mo yan. Proud kami sa'yo. Nandito lang kami para sa'yo." Ramdam namin ang inyong mga pagod sa pagtatrabaho upang matustusan ang aming mga gastusin. Kahit minsan ay pilit nyo man itago para hindi namin mahalata at hindi kami mag-alala. Kayo ang nagturo sa amin kung paano maging matibay upang makayanan na harapin ang mga problema at hirap na kalakip ng aming landas na tinatahak. Kaya, nanay, tatay, mommy, daddy, mama at papa, nagawa natin. Doktor na po ang inyong anak na dati karga-karga nyo lang sa inyong mga bisig. Yung mga dating ayaw matulog sa tanghali at mga iyakin at sipunin. Hindi po namin alam kung paano kayo pasasalamatan sa lahat ng sakripisyo ninyo upang marating namin kung nasaan man kami ngayon. Hayaan nyo at balang araw ay makakabawi din kami sa inyo. Sa pagtatapos ng aming pag-aaral ay hudyat naman ang panibagong hamon at responsibilidad na dapat naming gampanan. Pero sus, ano pa ba't kakayanin din namin lahat yan? Dahil alam naming lagi lang kayong nandyan. Nakamasid at handang umalalay sa amin hanggang sa huli.
To our beloved graduates, let me congratulate you for this important milestone in your life. Life at FEU-NRMF has not been easy. You had to undergo hard lessons and trainings to mold you for you to possess the attributes of FEU-NRMF graduates. Most important of these attributes are professional competence, ethical attitudes, social responsibility, and lifelong learning. We have always been proud of our graduates who are much sought after for employment. You belong to that league now. Life after graduation may not be easy, and as is often said, it is just a beginning, which is very true. You still have to hurdle the licensure examinations. Prepare well for it. Your success is our success. With the core values that we have imbued in you, you will join our alumni, who are well respected not only here but also internationally. The work ethics of our alumni has always been hailed, which reflects the kind of training they had in this institution. So, be proud, alumni of FEU-NRMF. Always carry its name with pride and dignity. Savor the fruit of your hard labor. Once again, congratulations, colleagues. I wish you all the best. Ad astra per aspera.
Greetings, graduates. It brings me great pride to see you all today. I know that the past year has been less than the ideal for everyone. The COVID-19 pandemic had an anticipated impact on our education and training systems. Significant changes in teaching and learning methods were adopted, and the most part, it seemed like a waiting game. When will our face-to-face classes resume? But that is the thing about life. Uncertainty is unavoidable. The challenge is not merely doing the right thing when everything is simple and obvious. What you do when life throws you a curveball is the true test of character. Do you catch it? Do you avoid it? Or do you secretly wish things were easier? I hope that you've learned that we cannot always escape curveballs and uncertainties. We do our best with what we have and what we can. Your alma mater, our mission is to help prepare you intellectually, psychologically, and emotionally for what lies ahead in your professions. Today's end is just the beginning of the rest of your lives. There is still much to learn and many more to experience. Your success will be limited only by the size of your goals and your trust in yourself. I hope you will always believe in yourselves as much as I, your professors, and your family do. To the graduating class of 2021, your guardians and parents, congratulations.
On behalf of FEU-NRMF School of Respiratory Therapy, may I congratulate the graduates of this program. You have been brave to finish amidst the pandemic. It is befitting to extend our gratitude to your parents, guardian, family, or sponsors for the support in your journey. Let us also thank the faculty and staff that guided you. We wish you well in taking the licensure examination. Pass it, or better yet, top it. We wish you well in finding job and be part of the health workforce, or perhaps pursue further studies in medicine. Always remember your alma mater, FEU-NRMF, and perhaps in the future, come back and serve FEU-NRMF and help make it better than when you left. Congratulations.
To our dear graduates, congratulations on earning your BS Pharmacy degrees. Your hard work and dedication have finally paid off. I bid you the best of luck in your future endeavors as health professionals in service of the country. Remember, graduates, you are forever part of our FEU-NRMF community. Again, congratulations. On behalf of the School of Nutrition and Dietetics faculty and staff, it is my pleasure to congratulate our graduates. We are proud of all your hard work and dedication over the years. Throughout your degree, your work ethic, resourcefulness, and creativity played important roles in your success. These attributes will serve you well throughout your life. Again, congratulations, make us proud, and good luck on your next great adventure.
It gives me pleasure to congratulate each and every one of the graduates of the FEU-NRMF School of Radiologic Technology. You have done it and endured the 4-year preparatory course in FEU-NRMF and be one of the world-class and competent radiologic technology. In few more months, you'll be getting board exam. And what a wonderful feelings for us in FEU if you all pass the board exam and much more top it. For that, I congratulate your triumph. You're one step closest to saving lives and, of course, earn a living for you and your family. Again, my profound congratulations.
Good day, everyone. My heartfelt congratulations to the graduates of FEU-NRMF Medicine Class of 2021. You are a distinct batch, having completed your clinical clerkship purely online due to the COVID-19 pandemic. This pandemic has brought a lot of changes in the delivery of medical education. We shifted from traditional or face-to-face learning to various forms of distant or online learning. As much as we wanted to implement a blended learning approach, the quarantine lockdowns prevented us from doing so. Do not let the COVID-19 pandemic dampen the celebration of your success. Graduating with a degree of Doctor of Medicine is a significant milestone that not everyone can achieve. It is a product of your hard work and perseverance, spending sleepless nights, reading a lot of books and handouts. With the easing of the quarantine, celebrate with your loved ones, most especially your parents, who has supported you along the way. As you begin a new chapter in your professional life, may our God Almighty guide you on your journey. Reach new heights and give your best in whatever you do. Always remember that an FEU-NRMF medicine graduate is a person-centered physician who is ethical, competent, and resourceful, exuding humility, resilience, compassion, and selflessness in meeting the needs of the patient, the family, and the community. Your alma mater will always be proud of whatever achievements and recognitions you attain. May it be in the field of medicine or from your other endeavors. It will bring honor not only to you, it bestows great honor to our alma mater as well. The greatness of our alma mater depends on the performance and achievements of us, her graduates. Continue to make FEU-NRMF proud in whatever you do and wherever you may be. Continue your search for more knowledge to be a better service to our patients and our fellow men. Lifelong learning is essential in the field of medicine. I wish you success in all your coming endeavors. Ad astra per aspera.
The time has come to induct you into your alumni societies, beginning with the School of Medicine.
School of Medicine graduates, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, please state your name, having been admitted as a member of the FEU-NRMF Medical Alumni Society, hereby solemnly swear that I will faithfully discharge, to the best of my ability, the duties incumbent upon me as a member, that I will follow and support the rules and bylaws of the society, and that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily, without mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. Congratulations and welcome to the society.
Medical Laboratory Science graduate, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. As a new member of the FEU-NRMF Medical Technology Alumni Society, I, please state your name, do solemnly swear that I will perform my duties and responsibilities to the best of my abilities in accordance with the Constitution and bylaws of the society. So help me God. Congratulations and welcome to the society.
All nursing graduates, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. With God as my witness, I, kindly state your name, solemnly affirm this infinite pledge before my beloved alma mater. that I will be loyal and trustworthy as a member of the FEU-NRMF Nursing Alumni Society, that I will obey, protect, and support at all times the philosophy, core values, and constitution duly promulgated by the Society, that I will promote goodwill and peace among its members, and that I will selflessly and unconditionally devote myself for its growth when needed. This I promise forever. So help me God.
Radiologic Technology graduates, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do hereby solemnly swear that I will serve humanity with fidelity, uphold the dignity, honor, and objective of the radiologic technology profession to the best of my ability, and render service without any mental reservation to the practice of diagnostic imaging. So help me God. Congratulations and welcome to the Society.
Respiratory therapy graduates, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, please state your name, do solemnly swear as a new member of the FEU-NRMF Respiratory Therapy Alumni Society to constantly perform my roles and duties to the best of my knowledge and God-given ability, to abide and support the rules and bylaws of this society with the utmost humility and excellence. So help me God. Congratulations and welcome to the Society.
Pharmacy graduates, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. As an alumnus of FEU-NRMF Pharmacy Alumni Society, I state your name, do solemnly swear to uphold the honorable traditions of the Foundation, commit myself to the highest standards of service to humanity, wherever my life touches that of others, provide moral, intellectual, and ethical support to my alma mater, and thus contribute to the perpetuation of the noble work of the Society. So help me God. Congratulations and welcome to the Society.
Nutrition and Dietetics graduates, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will faithfully and righteously fulfill my duties as a member of the FEU-NRMF Nutrition and Dietetics Alumni Society, that I will selflessly and unconditionally commit myself for its growth and devotedly abide by the rules and bylaws of this society, that I will be of great help not only to my fellow members, but more importantly, to my alma mater. So help me God. Congratulations and welcome to the Society.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. In grateful recognition of my alma mater for providing me with the basic tools of my profession and for nurturing in me the values of her noble ideals, I pledge to uphold always and to maintain inviolate her unbroken tradition of excellence, to adhere at all times to the tenets of her chosen goals, in the exercise of my profession, and to labor selflessly and unceasingly for the promotion of the health of my fellow men, as the embodiment of Far Eastern University Nicanor Reyes Medical Foundation's lifelong commitment to serve the Filipino people. So help me God. Congratulations.
Hello, Doc. Marinig po ba ako?
Open road, nothing but blue skies. Here's to the summer days and to the starry nights. We took the long way, it was the scenic route. You told me all the things that you could never live without. Oh please, won't you leave me to my own thoughts? Oh no, won't you show me where these paths cross? Oh, take all the time that you could ever need. Oh, wait in the space where you first left me. That's what you tell yourself. Taking the same advice you gave to someone else. We've reached a crossroad, a split decision. You said you'd play along with only one condition. Oh please, won't you leave me to my own thoughts? Oh no, won't you show me where these paths cross? Oh, take all the time that you could ever need. Oh, wait in the space where you first left me.
With great pride, let us all sing the FEU hymn. That concludes the 118th Commencement and Investiture Ceremonies of the Far Eastern University Dr. Nicanor Reyes Medical Foundation. Adastra Prospera. When you go to a university, it's people meeting people, learning with each other, and learning from the best. It's working together to build something bigger than ourselves. A relentless purpose to create endless possibilities. One school. One dream. Making an impact. This is your future. Your opportunity between ordinary and extraordinary. Find your strength. Find your passion. Find your place. Find your opportunity. Find your community. Find your potential. Find your future. Here at FEU-NRMF, we transform lives. 50 years ago, our forefathers formed an institution destined to become a catalyst for change. For over 30,000 graduates of healers, innovators, and leaders across the globe who are meant to make a difference. It's who we've always been and what we're constantly becoming. We redefine success. We redefine happiness. We redefine aspirations. And we redefine generations. This is our commitment, our tradition of excellence. FEU-NRMF. Education redefined.